Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this June the 11th, 2024. I'm hoping everybody had a great Tuesday out there so far. Everybody has a great Tuesday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be talking about your forecast for Wednesday and Thursday. Also, we're going to take a look at the tropics over the next 2 weeks. Also, we're going to take a look at the current watch this morning advisory map. Also, the Storm Prediction Center outlook for your Wednesday and Thursday. And also, we're going to take a look at the current tropical weather outlook as we got a little system down across the west coast of Florida, which could spin up into Alberto off the east coast, or southeast coast, that is. So, stick around through the entire video. We'll discuss a little bit about this tropical system and also severe weather. Also, if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also, like these videos, share these videos, and let's go and get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, as you can see, we got some thunderstorms and showers up here from Maine to Vermont to New Hampshire, portions of Massachusetts. We got more down here across the southeastern coastal areas of South Carolina, into Georgia, much of Florida, Florida Keys. Same in southern Louisiana, much of Texas. We have a few pockets over here in New Mexico, Colorado, and also into portions of Kansas. We got a big cluster of showers and storms up here around the Great Lakes region from Michigan to Wisconsin to Minnesota through the Dakotas, into Nebraska, Iowa, northern Missouri, and also in the portion of Illinois, and also in the yellow slashed area here. There could be some heavy severe weather in this region, and down in the red area across central and south Florida could be some heavy rain and flash flooding. Otherwise, dry high pressure in charge of much of Canada, even the upper Midwest of the United States, also over in the Four Corners region, portion of the middle portion of the country, the Ohio, Tennessee River Valley, portion of the South, Southeast, Mid-Atlantic, portion of the Northeast, Newfoundland, also into New Brunswick, also into portions of the Bahamas, Cuba, Jamaica, down to the Yucatan Peninsula, Jamaica, also Mexico, and also into portions of the Gulf of California. All of this activity is for your Wednesday, June 12th. Alright, here's your forecast for your Thursday. As you can see, we got showers and storms from Maine all the way through New York State, down in Ohio, stretching all the way into Illinois, Missouri, also back into Kansas, stretching through Nebraska, Iowa, Wisconsin, Michigan, the Great Lakes, also in the portion of northeast Minnesota, also southern portion of Canada. More scattered showers and storms for portion of Wyoming, down in the portion of Colorado, Kansas, also into Utah and Arizona. In the yellow slashed area from Kansas over to Missouri and Illinois, some severe weather possible, and across central and south Florida, still more flooding and heavy rain expected there in that region. Otherwise, dry high pressure in charge of much of Canada, also in the upper Midwest of the United States, over toward Washington, Oregon State, also in the middle portion of the United States as well, through the Dakotas, also in portions of the Southwest, Four Corners region, to the Gulf of California, into Texas, Mexico, Yucatan Peninsula, portions of the South, Southeastern United States, also down into Jamaica, Cuba, the Bahamas, portion of the Mid-Atlantic and Northeastern United States, New Brunswick, and also Newfoundland as well. All of this activity is for your Thursday, June 13th. Alright, now here's your tropical weather outlook. We're going to have another one at the end of this broadcast, but as you can see here, we got a area in the Bay of Campeche. Down here has a 40% of development in the red and white areas here. This is a 20% chance of tropical development, and same in the western side of Mexico and also Central America. We have some heavy rain in the darker greens and also lighter greens, some lighter, well, possible some heavier precipitation there as well, straight through portion of the Cuba area, back in towards the portions of the Caribbean, also back into the Leeward Islands, also central areas of the Atlantic coastal water, also a portion of Africa, and also in the MDR region as well. We have drier than normal over here in portions of South America, stretching back into the central and southern portions of the Atlantic Ocean. And here is some dry air across pretty much where the La Nina will be picking up, and also some heavier amounts a little bit south and a little bit to the north, drier amounts to the northwest of Hawaii. This is valid for week 2, January 19th through June 25th. Alright, now here is a look at June 26th through July 2nd, excuse me. We have a 20% chance of some tropical development on the west side, in the west side of Mexico in the eastern Pacific. Also, we have some heavier precipitation possible over portions of Mexico back into the Yucatan Peninsula, also down into the southern Gulf, also into portions of the Caribbean Sea as well. Same over in the central Atlantic, also more drier conditions over areas of South America back into the central Atlantic. More over here in the La Nina region here as well, drier than normal, wetter than normal to the south, northwest, and also drier than normal back into toward the Indian and Pacific in the Pacific Ocean further to the west. All right, now let's move on to the watches warning. Okay, here's the current watches warning advisory map. All right, we got a flood watch with flood advisories and flash flood warnings over around the southern portion of Florida, including the Florida Keys. Got a special marine warning there as well. Gale warnings to the east coastal areas of the Florida coast down toward the Florida Keys. We have some air quality alerts around the Atlanta metro area. Same over towards the central Alabama region around Birmingham. Also more up around Indiana. Same over here in portions of eastern and central Texas, southeast Texas as well. Got some special weather statements and severe thunderstorm warnings there as well. Also, we have some flood watches, flood warnings in effect for North Texas. More air quality alerts for you guys here in Colorado. We also have a few flood advisories, also a severe thunderstorm warning for portion of Colorado. Flood watches also, and flood warning for Wyoming. We have river flood warnings still in effect for portions of Wisconsin, Iowa, down to Missouri. Also in the portions of Arkansas, eastern Texas, also Louisiana. We have some special weather statement for you guys in northeastern Minnesota. Wind advisories up here in portion of Montana, also through northern Idaho, and also into Washington State. Special weather statement for a couple counties in Montana. We have some heat advisory reported of Utah, same over here in portion of California, also in western Texas, southern areas of New Mexico, special weather statements there as well. We also have some excessive heat warnings in effect for portions of Arizona, also in the Utah, southern Nevada, and portion of California regions as well. All right, we got small craft advisory, gale warning from Washington State down to portion of California, same around the Alaska area. Also, we have some special weather statements inland, central and south. Got some small craft advisory. Central north looks a-okay. All right, Storm Prediction Center time. This is for your Wednesday. We have a slight risk of severe weather. Strand is stretching up here in portions of Duluth, down toward Minneapolis, La Crosse, towards Sioux Falls, just east of Fargo. You're included slight risk, marginal risk for Marquette, down into Del Monte, Lincoln, Nebraska, Omaha, also Aberdeen, Grand Forks. Fargo, you right on the borderline of a slight risk and a marginal risk area there. General thunderstorms for portions of Montana, stretching down into portions of Cheyenne, Denver, also down into West Texas, also from Austin, San Antonio, down to Brownsville, same from Tallahassee, all the way over to Jacksonville, down toward Miami, Fort Myers, Florida Keys, and also up into the Portland area of Maine, in northern Maine as well. The tornado probability is about 2% in the green, 5% in the brown. 5% the damage and winds, we have a 15% in the yellow, 5% in the brown. Hail probability, the significant area will be in the yellow slashed area, in the 15% area. 5% area here is only about 5% risk for large hail in your vicinity. All right, now let's move on to your Thursday forecast now for the Storm Prediction Center. Alright, you can see we got general thunderstorm from Wilmington to Columbia, down toward Chattanooga, down toward Jacksonville, Tallahassee, down toward Fort Myers, Miami, Florida Keys, back to Corpus Christi and Brownsville, and New Orleans, and Mobile, Alabama, you're included. Same for Fort Stockton over towards the Durango, also Grand Junction, all the way up to Duluth, Minneapolis, Marquette. You're in the general thunderstorm. But if you were in the Martinal Rift, this includes Cheyenne to Denver to Colby to Garden City, Wichita to Jefferson City, Chicago, Milwaukee, also northern Michigan, you're included. And also, if you live in Kansas, also portions of areas of Hannibal, Springfield, Pierre, surrounding areas, you're under a slight risk. Probability 5% brown, 15 in the yellow. Alright, and here is the final portion of the video. We're going to take a look at the tropics. Alright, you can see this is 8 p.m. We still have that X marks the spot. This is where that little center of rotation of the tropical wave is located, just on the west coast of Florida. That's why you're getting all that heavy rain. Some areas receiving up to 20 inches of rain plus. And also it will move across Florida and it will move into the Gulf Stream. That's why the National Hurricane Center gives it 20%. I would not be surprised if the system do become Alberto before it lifts out to the northeast. So we'll continue to monitor that and see if it does become Tropical Storm Alberto. Alright, let's read a little bit here and then we're going to end the video. Alright, Eastern Gulf of Mexico and offshore to southeast coastal water. This is AL 90, Atlantic 90, or 90L, whichever you want to call it. Alright, a broad and elongated area of low pressure near the west central coast of Florida is producing a large area that's going to shower and thunderstorm. The system is expected to move northeastward across Florida tonight and move offshore of the U.S. southeast coast by late Wednesday. Although upper level winds are expected to be only marginally conducive, some slow development is possible while the system moves offshore of the U.S. southeast coast. Regardless of development, heavy rain is expected to continue across portions of Florida Peninsula during the next few days. For more information, see the products issued by the Weather Prediction Center and your local National Weather Service forecast office. And like I said, 10% and 20% respectively. Alright, well I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. We'll catch you back in the next video. And then also, like I said, enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Take care. We'll catch you back in the next video.